Hey guys, I'm at the Qualcomm booth again. I'm checking out something really different and interesting. I don't know, I can't understand what this is at all. I can see that there are glasses
Okay.
and it's augmented reality, but I don't know. It doesn't look like HoloLens or any other
Yeah.
augmented reality
So,
headset. So
uh,
what is this?
so what you have here is a pair of glasses,
Uh-huh.
which doesn't have any compute power on these.
Okay.
And the idea is that everybody would have a phone with them,
Yeah.
and then you don't really need to have a compute box on the on the glass. You can always plug it into your phone and then
Right.
have a AR experience with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is mobile AR.
Yeah, this is mobile AR.
Okay.
The thing with Windows AR and HTC and all those things is you need to connect them to PCs and they are always heavy. Or even if you have a compute power on the lens itself, it becomes really heavy. Right now, these lenses are 85 grams. These are really light because there is no compute power on this one.
Okay.
We don't have Wi-Fi.
Okay.
All this has is two RGB cameras, which are used to track the surface. We call it 6 degrees of freedom, and we have one depth camera to detect the planes around you. Uh, the basic idea is you can connect these glasses to a Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset phones, as in like right now this is supported by 855. You have 855 and Galaxy S10 and
Yeah.
all the latest flagship devices that are coming out. So down the line we'll have more glass makers as well. When you have more glass makers, anybody who have a Samsung phone or a LG phone, they can just go out, buy off-the-shelf glass and plug it in, and they can have a AR experience.
Okay.
And the glasses would be released end of this year.
Okay.
And I'm not sure about the price, but they will be roughly priced around $500.
Okay.
That's the huge price difference between HoloLens. HoloLens is probably like $3,500.
Yeah.
That's when you have a glass that's that expensive, you don't get into consumer space. And right now, that one of the main problems for AR is that getting into consumer space is being really hard. So the idea here is if you release a cheaper glasses,
Yeah.
and everyone would have a phone which is supporting the compute power. You can get the cost down very drastically, and you will have more people using the glasses.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what's Snapdragon 855's special features that enable this experience? Like, what's the difference here between the 845 and 855 that's enabling this experience?
So it's basically the compute power which you are using. When you are using a AR glass, it needs to know the surroundings around itself. When you have to be aware where to place the objects, and you have to make them stationary. So it it calculates a lot of stuff. It takes 30 frames per second camera frames, and also right now we are having 60 fps display. So
Okay.
if you see all of this, this is a lot of compute power, and Snapdragon 855 being can handle those compute power. Yeah.
Okay. So, let me know more about the glass itself. So, what all does it have? Like you said, there are two RGB cameras. There is a depth sensor.
Yes.
And what is
So
this?
these two are the RGB cameras which we
Right.
use for tracking, and this is the depth camera,
Uh-huh.
and this is the IR emitter. So
Okay.
yeah.
Even in darkness, you could see depth.
It's like this IR emitter sends the IR rays, and this depth camera basically captures them back, and that's how you calculate the depth on that one.
And what else does it have in terms of lenses and displays?
So these are actually adapters. These are really cool. If you have any site,
Okay.
you can just
So for people like me.
exactly, they are magnetic, and you can just attach them like this. You can remove your glasses. They're convenient as well. Yeah, so it has two LED displays.
Oh, nice. So, what are these things, and what is this phone?
So this is our Snapdragon 855 Qualcomm reference design. So when I say reference design, this is the reference design which Samsung, LG, and other mobile companies use to make their phones. So this is the one which we are plugging it into, and this is the one which does all the computation which helps AR to run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm going to take a demo of this experience and you'll see me having that demo, and after that I'll try to tell you what happened with that experience. So this is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 reference phone that I'm having. This is powering my experience. So what I'm seeing right now is a bunch of icons that are overlaid onto the reality. Like guess this is what augmented reality is. This is my first time experiencing something like this. It's not staying onto the world yet. It's whenever I'm moving, I see like 5 icons, and I can use this puck. This is like kind of like a remote control that I use, and I can move around. So what has happened now is, guys, I opened the Sandbox app, and it asked me to point to a flat surface. So I pointed to the table, and now like animations of people dancing on the table I can see. Even if I move around,
They are always there.
yeah, they're always staying there even if I move around. So that's like bunch of people.
Like you can get low and you can.
Oh yeah, I can move around and it's still on the table, guys. This is crazy, and the resolution is very high. I should say the resolution is crazy high.
Per eye.
It's 1080p per eye, and I can now see two animated fighters
It has 3D effect in that.
with 3D explosion and everything. It's crazy. I can see like missiles flying into my face and all that. This is crazy. I can see like I can reach out for this 3D experience. Whoa. This is unlike anything I've seen, guys. This is the best version of augmented reality I've seen. So the field of view, I can say it's, let me just try to put a dimension around it. So it's this much. It's pretty much this much. So anything around the spectacles, it's not going to show me. So anything around the spectacles, it's not going to show me augmented reality. But still, I think, okay. Okay. Now I have a theater-like experience, guys. It's a 3D video that I'm watching, and I have a theater-like experience in front of me. Wherever I move around, I can see that it's stuck to the wall. There is a 3D football match going on, and yeah,
Sitting right next to the.
yeah, it's pretty much like I just got the ball in front of me, and I can see the score. It's the Next VR experience, right? Next VR is a company that specializes in sports VR, right? So that company has done some amazing content, I guess. This is
The
great.
idea is that you have a TV here, and then you have one screen here, and if you see that side, you will not have any screen. But the
Okay.
idea is that you can have a second screen there, and you
Right.
can see multiple screens at the
Right,
same
right,
time.
right.
Yeah.
So yeah, the idea here is that you can have multiple screens with replays and second screens and so on, and everything is in 3D. This is better than 3D TV, I must say. Yeah, this is the real 3D TV, guys. Augmented reality with this kind of an experience is definitely 3D TV. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, I must say. And everything's powered by this phone I'm having in my pocket. It's getting a bit hot though.
Yeah. So we got like 3 months to develop this stuff.
Okay.
It's not completely optimized yet.
Okay,
So
okay.
Once it's optimized, by end of this year, I think the phones would be cooler than this.
Okay. So they've had only 3 months to develop this. I think it's pretty awesome to see augmented reality like this. So what else should I check?
Those are the two main applications
Okay.
you can see in that.
Okay. This is brilliant, guys. If you're at an event like this, you should definitely try something like this. I mean, I don't know. I've never experienced something like this, and I feel augmented reality has its definitely is going to be part of the future. And 5G, what role does 5G play in this?
So you have seen a video which has 3D content in that. If you want to stream a live 3D video like that, it takes a lot of space. I mean, it might, I don't know how much, but it at least would take 1 Gbps for.
Absolutely.
And when you have, since we are doing everything from the phone, if the phone is enabled with 5G, you can stream it live onto this one. So that's how 5G plays a picture into this one.
Yeah, so I watched a football game. So think about it as a live game. If the amount of content, especially in 3D and with the field of view, along with multiple replay screens and
Yes.
so on, right? If that's going to all stream at the same time, then of course you need 5G. So great talking to you, man.
Thank
Great
you.
great demo.
Yeah.
Thanks for this,
Yeah.
and I'll be checking out the other demos then.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.